So today, I thought of doing a little interview with me being the interviewee and the interviewer. And so I'm Julius, a poli-sci student at Berkeley City College. I love music, people, and obsessed with mental health and education. So my thing is like helping people navigate life, relationships, and like all that. I specifically remember one of my I guess friends or peers saying that they want to be like resourceful, or what do you call that? I saw that. They want to be like a resource giver or something. I'm thinking so long. But yeah, with that being said, let's start the interview. So maybe my first question is, for myself, is if you were just to describe yourself with only one word, well, what would it be and why? And to answer these kind of questions, I would want to say loving. And the thing about these kind of questions, I know why I'm repeating myself. I'm like thinking out loud. Is that we become what we identify as, and so maybe currently I don't necessarily feel as though loving is the most accurate word to describe myself, but because I aspire to be loving, and I think if loving was the word that was used to describe me, I'd be honored for sure, right? And I think it's something that's not talked about enough when it comes to aspirations and like life goals, right? We think about like happiness, joy, and peace, and I guess in a sense like peace can be from loving. I don't like going too deep into semantics, because it's just it can shut down so many arguments, right? Like, like what's your definition of what's it when it goes to like politics? Like what's a liberal? What's a Democrat? What's a Republican? And then you go into the semantics, and it's just boring, right? Because for me, it's like I think at the core of it, we want the best for what we care for, right? But then, like, what determines what we care for? Our family, our environments. And so when we look at these higher individuals, and when I mean higher, I mean like people who have access to a lot of resources. And sometimes, if you think about it, like we all have access to the same things, maybe in different forms, but ultimately, like we have the same time, and like just because someone keeps something doesn't mean that we don't have access to it. It's just like how is that access different? So I guess everyone has access, but the access is different. So it's not semantics. I don't know what this is. I think maybe I'm generalizing. That's probably the word. So honestly, a more accurate word would be like analytical. I'd try to not necessarily avoid bias, but be aware of my biases, and do my best to learn from as many people as possible. I love being in different environments, and it's actually been so long since I actually talked to myself. I've been so used to just like drowning my brain with like YouTube videos, and like I've been watching so much like chess video essays about like love, sexuality, relationships, politics, I love More Perfect Union, Gotham Chess, Channel 5. Oh my god, I love that. I love them so much. It's so fascinating. And some other amazing people. I'm watching Jeff, who does like sports content. Really entertaining guy. Oh my god. But yeah. So I guess that's a very tangented answer. Oh wow, Barry Harris. I've been learning some Barry Harris as well, and it's been delightful. It's been so fun. But moving on. What? Okay, she's wearing a push-up bra. Madeline Argy or Argy, whatever it is. Absolutely stunning, but also such a beautiful personality. Right? It's like how do you not have your attention allured? Right? They look amazing, they sound amazing, they like stimulate you intellectually. Yeah. And I think it's nice to be honest and upfront. Sometimes people will, I know I did this, I used to deny certain feelings I had, whether it's like attraction, whatever. And I see that a lot within like modern relationships where like, oh, you can't have attraction for other people, or like you can't have any sort of like other feelings when it comes to like relationships. And it's like, well, that's just control. Like you're treating someone else as like an object of control, not like an individual. And it's like it goes into like so much like relationship culture, which a lot of it ties back into like religion, government control, whatever the hell. Even language, if you think about it, like why is English so prominent within like internationally? And it's religion plays an incredibly big part of it. And like I never would have thought about it if I like didn't think about it. It's like, why am I thinking about this? Right? And so like this is why history is really important. This is why it's like, why is it important, right? Because if you just live, it's like you can't just live because you are in a society, you are in a system. And yeah, you can't escape it. You can think that you escape it, but it's like that's not how things really work, right? You can think that you escape it, but it's like the way that you live. Like right now I'm using a phone, I'm wearing this hat I didn't make, like all this, it's like you basically cannot escape a society, right? Global warming, all of this. I honestly really want to do a podcast because it gets me thinking so much more. Like I love it when I go on walks with like my friends or even strangers, and I just like ask them. I've been going on Hinge and just like asking people like, oh, what do you think? What do you think is love? What is the ideal relationship? What is whatever? And like, no, I'm being the change that I want to see. I'm seeing people like actually answer questions. I'm getting people to like send me their writings about like love and whatnot, and like I love it so much. And I'm thinking, and I guess in a sense like, you can use like other platforms like Instagram and whatnot, but it's like I don't know. I'm too lazy to like do a new page. It's like I can't keep using the lazy card. I keep using the lazy card, but it's like it kind of ties into like that friction and. For a very long time, I've been like obsessed with like efficiency and like taking the path of like least resistance, and like me hyperfixating on that has very ironically led me to very unchallenged life, and it's terrible for my like my brain and everything. I don't know. I think it ties into like why sometimes I avoid like working out and stuff, because it's like it doesn't feel efficient, or like sometimes it's like I think too far ahead, and then like just thinking about it makes me feel tired, and so it's like why would I put myself through that, you know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean. I think one more topic. I think maybe we'll just start doing this. It's oddly really fun. One thing that I want to point out is I don't know. One thing is like how like a lot of self-help is just like self-masturbation. Fight Club. I actually never watched Fight Club, but it's like I reference it sometimes. But like like most of the knowledge I know from is from video essays, and that kind of goes to the further highlights. And my knowledge always comes from other people's interpretations of media instead of like me interpreting. Because I think my default when it comes to looking at art and whatnot is to like find like a professional critic, like find their opinion on something. And like I've known for a while now that's like no one's opinion is like factual or like better, right? Because it's all subjective. And I think this is even more I guess exacerbated when we've done research on like trendy music, and it's really not about like quality or whatnot. Like yeah, it has an impact, but a lot of the times you can like play with the metrics, and like people believe that something's like objectively good or whatever, but it's like no, it isn't. It really isn't. It's so yeah. I get to be here. Someone just walked in. They may have saw me. Someone's trying to walk into ASLC. And that's fascinating. I'm not quite out yet. But yeah. What else is there? It's Wednesday, so there's nothing open there. But actually, it doesn't say things where like people have to like adventure. It's like they have to be comfortable, making people uncomfortable, and then it's like sometimes like it's not all the agony gallery morality. It's just like you just do it, and then you make the most of it. You make the most of whatever it is. I really should get fucking Adderall or something, even if it's. But yeah, I guess I do want to, because like I've always dreaded orientation. It's like it seems so boring, right? Like I'm still not amazing at socializing, but like I have friends. That's a brag or flex, but I do have friends, and I've seen myself like regress, because it's like I already have friends. Why would I bother socializing? And sometimes that actually hurts me. It's really funny when I say it out loud. But yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna start posting on YouTube again, and I'm gonna cut my. I've been seeing these people just like they have these highness titles, like I don't know. I remember this guy. He put like why you can't get the baddies, and he was just like, and he's like, you just don't have swag. It's oh my god. I need to do a lot more parodies, and then just remember to credit people. And yeah, imitation is the greatest form of, what do you call that? Not appreciation. Something like that. And yeah, life's been good. I think my biggest problem right now is just like not doing things and like thinking something's too difficult or like too expensive or whatnot, and then not doing it. And sometimes like I could like find a path that's like least, like more cost efficient. But then like that process of finding that efficiency. Wait, there's a piano here? Okay, well. Wait, that's a Christian guy. That's crazy. Okay. But yeah, I only have 17 minutes of memory. I really want a new phone. I'm thinking of getting, I really want those like, I don't know what about electronics, and I think the best way to do it is just like taking things apart and like learning about the components, and like AI has been really helpful in like my learning process. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Let me know what else you want to listen to. I wanna learn more about like how Noel does this stuff. Noel Miller. And yeah, that'll be it for today. Love y'all.